thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Let's, you want to help her out? Let her
You can
hear.
turn that.
I
Yeah, that's
gotcha.
your volume.
Yeah, hi
There
there.
it goes.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Have you ever heard of La Perla?
I have.
It's the best, right? or I don't want to get you in trouble because you do work for everybody, right?
Well, yeah, no, I love La Perla, actually. My agency in Paris is down the block from La Perla, so I go there.
Okay, so I have good taste, right?
You do.
Thank you.
Approved.
Thank you. How'd you get started, and how old were you when you started modeling?
When I started modeling, I was 15. I'm from Brooklyn, so I was performing. I'm a dancer. I was performing at Chelsea Piers.
Yeah. What kind of dancing are we talking? Nick City dancer, or what are we talking?
Went to LaGuardia High School for dance and studied ballet and modern.
Oh, you did ballet?
Yes.
Are you too tall for ballet or not?
You're never too tall for ballet.
Okay.
Don't ever think that. But yeah, no, I was dancing and someone ran up to me, gave me a card and said, have your mother call us. And I told them no. And then long story short, I started my second year in high school and really didn't miss school for it. And then I booked Sports Illustrated right out of high school. So.
Oh, you were an SI?
3 years.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now, by the way, when I was a kid,
right?
Yeah, and as I got older, I don't follow it quite as closely. But when I was a kid, in fact,
you wait all year for that issue.
It was funny. I interviewed Jordana Brewster once, and her mom was from Brazil, on the cover of Sports Illustrated years ago, like in the 70s. And I just wanted to ask her about her mom, which didn't go over that big. But anyways, I just, as a kid, so do people come up and just rave about the SI issue?
When I was living in the projects in Coney Island, somebody came up to me in the lobby and showed me a screensaver and was like, I think this is you. And I was like, I think it's time to move. Yeah, some people kind of put two and two, but I'm really off the clock when I'm walking in the street, so a lot of people don't really grasp. I'm not really in heels. I'm probably in Jordans or something normal.
Yeah, not canvas Converse, Jordans?
Jordans.
Okay.
Which Jordans?
My favorites are the 8s and the 13s.
No 5s?
They're all right.
5s are...
I don't even, I have one pair that somebody gave them to me, the ones that he scored, the black, the really old school ones from like 85, the black, red, and white ones,
Those are the ones.
Yeah, that's
retro
all,
ones.
Yeah, that's all I have. Not much support there, Because
No.
I go down to Venice and I try to dunk on the fellas, and it's just no ankle support.
Fellas.
So I've got, what happened? So I've always wanted to know, Paris is a stunning city. I'm fortunate to be there a couple times. And I only learned two things, je t'aime, and tu es très jolie. That's all I learned, which is I love you and I think you're beautiful.
Well, I can make you feel better. I've been to Paris about probably 10 times, and the best thing I know how to say is "Comment va ta mère," which is "How is your mother?" So I go everywhere in Paris. I'm like "Comment va ta mère? Comment va ta mère?"
Is that an insult?
No.
No, it's not.
So somebody taught me how to say it.
Because it ends on mother.
Yeah.
Your mother.
Your mother, yeah. I wonder.
But what is, do you do runway shows out there?
In Paris, I do a lot of beauty, which is kind of just shooting from shoulders up. I started my career kind of out there a lot. And then I'm a little bit old school to say, more Amazon, kind of tall, athletic, that doesn't really work for runway in 2013.
I didn't know that.
You're tall. You said you were 5'10" and a half.
Yeah.
But your heels must be 6 or 7 because you were
These
tall.
are about 5.
5, okay. You usually can guess those. I've been out with some people, some models, and one of them was as friends, just hanging out. I'm not trying to. Okay, we were out, but anyways, but it was funny because genetically, like I saw Giselle at a party, and it was a late night party, and she was eating a burger, so she can kind of do that. But this other girl, very cool, was eating at this great steakhouse we went to, steamed vegetables. Not sauteed, but steamed vegetables. Now, when you do the SI, do you have to, for 2 weeks?
Well, you have to obviously watch what you eat. You're training a lot, but I can tell you that every SI shoot I've done, we probably had burgers the shot before, because it's one of those things where it's so natural that you kind of have to look like you would every day. So, I'm going to eat what I normally eat. Before I came here, I had a box of pizza.
A box of pizza?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, you know what? I can see it.
Oh,
I
can you?
I can actually see
My
it a
cheekbones.
little bit. Yeah.
There it goes.
A little
Don't tell my
puffy
agent.
today.
Sorry. Next time I won't. I promise.
It's so funny. I tell you, we used to have these models on, and and there was this one, and I was like, you're very thin, which is
Thank you.
very thin. Great genetics, great. And this other one was kind of, and she says, oh, out of college, I was trying to work in Germany, and I was like a size 6. I go, you got to be a size 0, size 2.
Well, what's crazy is I'm not thin in the industry, in today's industry. I'm pretty normal sized, if you would like to call
I didn't
it.
really
Yeah,
check.
you said Amazon.
Yes.
Is that just because you're athletic?
That's just the nickname they chose to mock me with when I was a kid. But
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't really check you out. I'll do that during the break. But you look, yeah. So you're a hoop fan. This
Yeah.
is exciting.
Large
Yeah.
hoop fan. Knicks.
You might know as much as John. John's a football guy, but he understands the game of the
I
NBA.
watched
bit.
and I saw you do the rundown of the Timberwolves, and I think I know a little bit more.
Yeah.
Why?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Because he was, oh my God, Kevin Love has a nice stroke. He has a very nice jump shot. Yes. But did you play hoops or not?
I did not. I went to basketball camp, if that counts for anything. But my brother is 8 years older than me, and from the time I was like probably a baby, he was watching hockey and basketball.
Right.
So I've been a huge basketball fan, and then I got League Pass about 4 years ago, and my life changed.
Yes, it's the greatest thing in the
It's
world.
the best thing ever.
So do you have a team?
Yes, I'm a Nick.
Nick.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I
Okay.
mean, I'm really torn at the moment because I'm from Brooklyn. Everybody's like, oh, you're from Brooklyn. You should be cheering for Brooklyn. I didn't watch Brooklyn when they played in New Jersey, so I'm probably not going to watch the Nets now. I don't like to be a hypocrite, but the
Right.
Knicks are my team. That's the team I've always watched. Eddie's my favorite movie. When Whoopi Goldberg goes on that floor, every time I walk into Madison Square Garden, that's all I see. So
That's good. Well, it's funny. My dad's from the East Coast, and I didn't start following basketball until I think I was like 9 or. I just missed Bill Russell in 1969, and then the Knicks won in 69, 70, and then 71,
73.
72, 73. And my first favorite player before I discovered Dr. J was Walt Clyde Frazier.
Clyde.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He put out a book called Rockin' Steady, Guide to Basketball and Cool. It's the greatest thing. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's
Right up your alley.
No, it's a great. He'd dress. He would talk about his wardrobe and his fur coats. And I was reading the book as a 12-year-old, and he talked about his belts. And he had something called an orgy belt, which was silhouettes of a man and woman making love, like just the silhouette of them on this white belt.
I'm totally going to tell him that next time I go to
Well,
the
I went to
game.
my mom. I said, Mom, I want an orgy belt. Clyde's got an orgy belt. I was a 12-year-old in Minnesota. I want an orgy belt.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
Any other team?
Thunder, for sure. Big Thunder fan. You know, with Kevin Martin he's on the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah.
He got traded. He didn't play like that when he was there last year, so I don't know what's going on. But I'm a big Thunder fan. Happy Westbrook is back. I followed the Bulls. I was kind of a Bulls hypocrite. I really like D-Rose, so now I'm watching them again. Dang is great. I love saying dang. But yeah, I'm gonna say Bulls, Knicks, OKC. I am a LeBron fan. I'm sorry.
So am I.
By the
I am
way,
a LeBron
I am
fan.
as well. And
Thank you.
and why are people? I do it because Kobe's a jerk, but why are? Is it all because of the announcement or what?
I think so.
Yeah.
I do think that. I think that people kind of separate personal life and talent, and it's like you can't stop the man's talent.
I think he's a nice guy. I think his commercials are great. I mean, my only criticism is I don't think he's a great jump shooter yet. You know, he's not a great.
But he's shown he's willing to put the time in and work on his deficiencies and make them strengths.
Yes.
I think that's incredible for a guy who's been under the microscope since he was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
You know, he's just got such a great outlook.
But I feel like you look at life in general. When you're going to make a decision about something, you're going to make this decision that's going to help you win. And that's what he did, you know. So
Yeah, no, I think the criticism obviously was the television special.
I
because what we're going to do now is I'm going to drag Cleveland, the city, through this and then kick them in the gut on national TV.
Yeah.
They didn't know until he said on TV.
I mean,
it
was rough.
Yeah, that was. But he's a great guy. They said you liked Rubio and the Wolves?
Yeah, no. I mean, I have to be in Minnesota a lot because of rehearsal, so I was there a lot of times this year. But yeah, I like Rubio. Love's a great player. You know, the team that they have this year, I haven't watched that much, but they've had the 4 wins now, two,
Yeah, they did.
two
They won
losses.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just won. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were 3-0, and then they lost a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, they lost 2, and then
Well,
they
I
won
just
tonight.
we're gonna have to take a break, but she just said for rehearsals up in Minneapolis. I know what we're doing next. Stay with us. More with I want to say Damara, but it's Damaris. Does anyone call you Damara?
I get everything. I get demerit the most, though.
Okay. We'll be right back with Demerit Lewis right after this.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.